At least 23 people, including 7 children, were injured Tuesday morning when a 7-alarm fire ripped through an apartment building in the Van Nest section of the Bronx, officials said. 4 people were seriously injured and in life-threatening condition, and 18 suffered minor injuries, officials said. Those who required medical attention were taken to Jacobi Medical Center. 1 firefighter was also injured. Firefighters arrived at the building on Commonwealth Avenue near East Tremont Avenue at about 5:30 a.m. for a call of smoke, the FDNY said. The blaze started on the first floor, but quickly engulfed the floors above. Resident Erica Ortiz, 36, was already awake when she heard the fire alarm in her neighbor's apartment upstairs. I went upstairs, I banged on the door. Nobody opened the door, she said. So I went back to my apartment, and I woke up my husband and kids and I said, listen, there's something wrong here. By the time we opened our door, the whole hallway was engulfed in smoke. James Keevam, New York Daily News. Ortiz and her family made a scary run to get out of the building. We tried to go out the fire escape, but there was a child-proof gate on the fire escape, she said. So my older son went out the top window and he brought my 4-year-old son with him. But me and my husband were still trapped inside. Then the fire department came, broke the window and got me and my husband out. Ortiz, her husband and her children all escaped safely and were keeping warm inside an MTA bus with other residents as firefighters continued to battle the smoke. Ortiz's 17-year-old son Dylan was burned and also punctured by glass trying to get his younger brother out. He was cut and burnt trying to get his brother out the window, she said. He's okay, they wrapped up his foot pretty well. Ortiz's dog was punctured by glass that exploded during the blaze and was taken to an animal hospital to be treated. Everything is gone. Nothing was salvaged. I had a cat in there. I'm pretty sure the cat is dead, Ortiz sobbed. Photos from the scene showed the entire building wrapped in smoke as flames became visible. In 18-degree weather, icicles formed on the power lines from the water vapor released by the FDNY hoses. Very early on, we had an advanced fire that moved quickly of the building, said FDNY Assistant Chief of Department Roger Sokovich. The cold and ice is affecting us more now that we have to come out and fight the fire from the outside. We just had sanitation come and sand and salt the area because slips and falls could be very dangerous at this point. By about noon, Sokovich said the fire was mostly under control, and they were getting ready to do searches. There's quite a lot of water damage, he said. We do see that part of the second floor has collapsed into the first floor. You had mattresses on the first floor that gave off a lot of smoke. Fire officials have asked neighboring residents to avoid the smoke. Sokovich said the unusual number of alarms was mostly due to the cold. We've had to relieve our units much more quicker than normal, he said. Once they get wet and they come out, we can't have them standing out here, so we will relieve them. If the 7 alarms, probably 2 of alarms were just because of the cold. James Keevam, New York Daily News. The blaze comes several days after another fire in the borough killed 12 people and left 22 families homeless. Ortiz said he was told that Tuesday's fire started in Beverly Hills furniture and mattresses store on the ground floor. Moore held a Red Cross blanket tightly around her as she looked up at her top-floor apartment, now completely destroyed. It's gone. I'm looking at it and I can see clear to the next side, she said. They're still throwing water on it. Moore says there are many problems with the building. There's a bunch of walls in there that aren't supposed to be there, she said. A few months they tried to change a light bulb in